Fela was a very wealthy man.
Yeah. He wasn't. People just think because Fela's music was so popular, but you know Nigeria, they pirates now. Yeah. Fela even took on pirates by himself at one time. He would just kidnap all the pirates, lock them in his toilets. Beat them very well. So I see you pirating my, because there was nobody doing that. Now people are shouting, they're still shouting, piracy, piracy, piracy. Yes. This is how many years later, 20, 30 years later, and nobody's still doing anything about it. So, now musicians are even getting a chance to make money from shows. Where they get money from is shows and endorsements, endorsing this product. But from actual record sales, it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult. So Fela wasn't a rich man. And remember, Fela was catering to so many people, 70 people, 80 people. More than even people that lived in his house. People would just come off the streets. I mean, we are facing that now because we are Fela's children. People just, okay, let us go to shrine. So you just get people walking into shrine and they start living there. You can't say, okay, no. You will let them stay because you have the facility for them to stay. So how can you be rich? Because, you are looking after so many people.
So he couldn't send you to dance school abroad?
He couldn't. He couldn't afford. Yeah. In fact, I never went abroad till my first time abroad I was about 18 or 19. And that was even on tour with my father. He couldn't even afford to send us
on holidays.
My uncle's children all went abroad to England, and I went, Fela, can I? They are going to London. Can I go to London? London? Hey, London? What are you going to do in London? So that's how we didn't go to London.
And that's how you didn't go pursue that dancing career at that time? Because, I mean, it just seemed to be, there was a time where it seemed you wanted to fit into this society. You even tried conventional marriage. I used that, you did. I remember the pictures of you in the paper.
I did.
You were just so...
It was just not me.
It was not you.
It was just not me. It was just not me. There was no way I could conform. And, you see, I think people should be given a chance to be what they want to be. And it's not everybody that wants to live. Because even the people that say, yeah, they want to conform to this, and I mean, there are a lot of married women that are still married today, that they're having affairs all over the place. And just because they want to be Mrs. somebody, they are disgracing their husbands. I think the husbands are getting the bigger disgrace in this situation because the man, this is Nigeria. Remember, my father had 27 wives. So I am brought up in the school where the man can have many women. But the woman, because remember, the woman is, you have I don't want to be raw on TV, but it is you that accepts.
Yeah.
So it is the man that puts it in. So even with HIV, women have a greater chance of catching HIV than men. So in that kind of situation, where I come from, if my father could marry 27 wives, I expected all those women to be faithful to him.
You didn't have a problem with that?
No, I didn't have a problem with that.
So you could be in a polygamy, for example. I could be, if I don't want to be, but I could be. I could be married to a man who has many women. I would not, as long as he's giving me my own correct attention and my own. Share your this thing. If it's when I need it, you are ready. No problem. If you are not ready, that's where the problem is. So, but I feel that women, I feel women are pure, should be pure. So when you are disgracing your husband, now if you are in the conventional marriage, one man, one woman, and you, the woman, are sleeping around, you are the one that takes in. You will not go and take in and have a child that is not the man's child. You are disgracing not only your husband, but your children. Yeah. I feel women have a greater role. Women are mothers. Women are mothers. I feel women have a greater role in society than men. So I wouldn't want to be married and then be sleeping around town. Because I know a lot of women that do it, and it's accepted. I cannot accept that in this Nigeria. I remember going somewhere and saying, this one was... I didn't even know the one I was talking to was a culprit too. I said, this woman, she just cheats on her husband. The woman looked at me. I said, what's wrong with this one? So ITK, that's the word. That's the word they tell people like us. ITK.